God damn it, I just recorded fucking 5 minutes of the video and I fucking didn't even record the fucking sound because I fucking had the mic on the fucking wrong fucking thing. I didn't have it on the damn right setting. So, gonna start the video on a completely different note than before, I guess. First of all, damn, I gotta start from the beginning. I was bitching and moaning about my, like, allergy issues I was having because I had not had this bitch changed in a while. It looks fine now, fine-ish. But it's because I vacuumed it. There was shit all over it, and I have had like a runny nose, stuffy nose for like 5-6 days. It was pissing me off. Couldn't figure it out. And I've been getting like random sickness and injuries and things like that. And I think part of it is because I forgot to replace this fucking filter. So, anyways, I was discussing the two main ways that I personally believe, or me and a buddy of mine, Noah. God damn it, I said this all before. I really need to check the thingies before I start recording and getting too deep into it. But luckily, I was only like 5 minutes into the video. Anyways, me and Noah were talking about like the two biggest ways to be remembered as a man. Because like, unfortunately, it's kind of only men that people remember. People only know the Virgin Mary because of Jesus, right? And Rosa Parks was famous because she did some masculine shit. Told the bus driver to fuck off. So, I think the two, what me and him were discussing, and we came to the conclusion that the two biggest ways, your best option for being remembered for the longest period of time possible, is you have, they're actually a complete dichotomy of one another. You have the completely virtuous and the complete sinister. I'll start with the virtuous. Be a philosopher, number one. Some examples: Nelson Mandela, Jesus, Martin Luther King, Sun Tzu, people you've more than likely heard of. A philosopher or a psychologist, one of the two. Friedrich Nietzsche, whatever, Carl Jung. Two is the one that is definitely not preferred, but a lot more difficult, actually. However, extremely more effective. You have to kill or claim responsibility for the deaths of an exorbitant amount of people, of like a jaw-dropping number of humans. You have to like eliminate them from the face of the planet and take full responsibility. This is the important part. You have to take full responsibility, because if you destroy them and then somebody else takes responsibility, it's like, okay, well, big deal, big whoop. You're erased. I think to live past 1,000 years in discourse, that those might be your only two options. No cap. It might just be the two. So, what do you think? Do you think there's other options? Do you think there's more humane options? I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, you could everybody could be a philosopher. It's pretty easy. But well, which is easier? Killing, let's put the number, what's an exorbitant amount of people? Let's say 1 million. That's pretty slim. In terms of like genocides, I think that's pretty low. So let's say kill 1 million people or become a historically renowned philosopher. Which is easier? I don't know. Well, because to be a philosopher, I think you have to have a certain, not even a certain, you have to be really self-actualized and correct, which are very difficult things to do, especially in one lifetime. But killing 1 million people, holy shit. You kind of have to be born into the perfect set of scenarios wherein there's, I don't know, there's like some, not to bring up Hitler again, but some vacuum of power. It could be an American vacuum of power, whatever. Also, some people, by the way, on the last video, people were calling me anti-Semitic. You don't know what the word means. Just because I speak about Hitler and don't curse him doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic. I literally said in the video I didn't agree. I'm not for, believe it or not, the murder of millions of people. But me speaking objectively about a historical event does not make me anti-Semitic unless you have a small brain. And I'm standing on that shit, dude. What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? It's like calling me racist for reading Huckleberry Finn. If you're from the 90s, you get that reference. All right, so yeah, I think those are the only two options. And which is more difficult? Let's say thought experiment. It's a thought experiment. I don't plan on doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't dream of doing this. We are going to do a thought experiment. It's a thought experiment for the sake of example. This isn't something I think about on a regular basis. However, for the sake of this video, if I was to kill 1 million people, how would I do it? Well, first, I would have to gain a lot of trust over probably decades of honest work. Honest, like truly honest. Because I think people can see through dishonest work. And then I would have to crack. Fall victim to maybe a corrupted moral framework. And then purport it onto the public and convince them it's the truth as they kill each other. Well, no, because then I wouldn't be able to take responsibility for it. Or I could say that's my plan. And then I could release the plan later in a book and be like, hey, you're all dead because of me. I don't think that'd be super effective. Well, yeah, maybe it would, actually. Okay, that's my plan. So, yeah, I would, so if I was to kill 1 million people, I would first live a life like I am now, honestly. And then I would reach a point where I crack in half, into pieces. And then the moral framework that I used to have, I shift subtly and slowly, though. So much so that the intelligent people that follow me won't be able to realize. Wow, this really sounds like I've thought about this before. I haven't, I promise to God. But slowly enough where the intelligent people won't be able to realize. And because, in a community, there's people at the top of that community. Let's say I have a fan base of like hundreds of thousands of people. There's spokespeople at the top of that fan base. And I would need those people to be legitimately convinced that I am in a right state of mind. And so I couldn't crack overnight. So I'd have to do this pretty slowly. And then, yeah, I would have my moral framework corrupted. I would exhibit it onto my followers and have them self-destruct. And then write about my experience later and take responsibility. Do I plan on doing that? No. Am I going to do that? No. Do I think you should do that? No. Okay? But that's just, hey, off the top of my head, that's how I'd kill 1 million people if I had to. Yeah, that makes sense. How I'd be a philosopher, kind of like this, I guess. I'd damn loud ass car outside my fucking apartment. I'd probably do videos on abstract topics, kind of like I'm doing now, and argue with people in the comments and try and learn as much as possible. Self-actualize, individuate, things like this. Yeah. Haven't jacked off in over a week, which for me is pretty good, gonna be honest. I think it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. And my voice is noticeably deeper. I'm noticeably more confident. I'm not sober at the moment, but I definitely still feel effects from that. My testosterone is definitely higher. I feel that. I also haven't worked out in probably the longest. This is the longest hiatus. So I think in the last 2 weeks I've worked out 3 times, which is for me is pretty crazy. And it's just because of the way I was raised and I grew up in sports. I played sports in college for a year, and ever since then, since I left the sports in college, I've been lifting consistently ever since. So this is a really long hiatus for me, and dude, it's because I'm so tapped into finances right now. I'm being completely honest. I'm really into money right now. At least I like to say and believe that I am. I don't know how much I actually am, but we'll see. I'm actually trying to work on my focus. So I have an appointment, I think the 20-something, with my primary care physician to see if I have some type of ADHD or something. So even if I do or don't, I can get the medicine for it and then hyper-focus and then do more and be more efficient. Is that fucked up? Do I just cap and be like, yeah, no, life's really hard? Oh, I mean, I do like, I don't know, what the fuck even is ADHD? What the fuck is it? I want the pills. I want to focus more because even if I have it or don't, there's more focus to be achieved. That's true, at least. So I want the pills for that reason. So I'm not going to cap, I don't think. But I'm definitely going to probably exaggerate my symptoms. I wish I had water. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm going to... Yeah, I have these topics that I wrote down. Let's delete this one I just spoke about. And I'm looking to see if I could probably make a video on each and every one. I might have said these in a previous video. So, I might delete that one. Yeah, we'll see how the future goes, man. So if you're watching up until this point, first of all, clearly you think I'm entertaining, which is crazy to me. Dude, a lot of times I'm fucking speaking off the top of my head. There's no script for these fucking videos. I had a topic in mind that I spoke like shortly about, and after that, it's just. So if you enjoy these, appreciate you for sticking around. Yeah, check out the website. If you don't buy anything, which I wouldn't expect you to, at least tell me what I can improve on, because it is my first kind of public website. Pretty cringe. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, I think. It's not done yet. Check it out. Let me see. Let's go to... Wait, hold on. One sec. Okay. So what we got here. If you don't want to go, I'll just show you. So I have these. It looks a lot better on the desktop. I only have 4. I have to like source the tea. So it's tea leaves, man. Pretty cool. And I got the little about page over there. Pretty cool. Got the disclaimer. Got the fucking FAQ, fucking terms and conditions. It's legit. Contact, catalog. Not a lot in the catalog. Working on it. The first thing I kind of want to do is get like the green tea in. I'm still waiting on it to kind of come in, and then I'm gonna make them into cigarettes and then start like advertising, probably on Google Ads or something like that, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm actually considering selling my car. Well, I have 2, and who needs 2 cars? So I'm going to sell one, ideally. Problem is, I got to get a part in the car fixed. So like the dash cam went out, or not the dash fucking cam, the dashboard light went out like a good fucking 4 or 5 months ago, during a different, separate, unrelated repair to the hose. There's like a radiator hose that had blown just because of age. It was corroded. It was rubber. Car's literally 40 years old. I have an old ass car. And so the pipe just burst in traffic, started fucking smoking. I take it to the mechanic, local Mexicans. One of them's Guatemalan, actually. That was incorrect. Local Guatemalan hooks me up. And problem is, fucking light went out, right? So the dude, like, what he tried to do was, he was like, okay, let me see if I could, like, order the part for you. So I was like, cool, because, I didn't break this fucking shit, so you're definitely fixing it. So he orders a part. And it's not my car's from the 80s, so like the parts for this are not easy to find. They're not easy to find. So he like gets a part, doesn't fit. Gets another, doesn't fit. Gets another, doesn't fit. Now he's out $600. And so he was trying to explain to me. He's like, dude, I'm out $600. What you can do is you can go to eBay. You can put this in. You can go to this guy. This guy will literally take your part. He'll fix it for you and send it back. It's $270. And I was like, shit. I said, shit! So, started saving up for that. Ended up contacting the guy last night. He's a pretty cool dude. And what I was trying to do was like pay him directly so I could like save $20, because the tax on eBay, they fucking tax, bro. It was like $17. I was like, woo! Let me see if I can Venmo you, my dude. But nah, he don't do that shit. So I'm gonna probably just get the shit so that I can actually sell the car and actually get money to do other shit. So, yeah. I don't mind giving up a piece of. Also, I've been doing a lot more jujitsu, and I'm getting like an annoying amount of zits on my fucking legs, dude. This is literally the first time in my life I've gotten pimples on my legs. And the weird thing, this is a weird thing. Like some of my jobs I'm on my feet all day. So like if I stand around and there's like a lot of blood in my legs, they'll like ache. It's the gayest thing ever. And my friend was like, okay, use some antibacterial soap. So I'm going to have to try and use that. But I'm feeling it right now. And you're pissing me off, buddy. You're probably going to die pretty soon. Pussy. But yeah. Kill people, be a philosopher. Pretty much your only two options.